So I am back with a tutorial on Sandra Bullock's Oscar look, which honestly I thought was the best one. As soon as I look through all the Oscar looks, which is what I do, I actually don't watch the Oscars. I go a day after and see how everybody looked. I love her so much. I love all of her movies. I always have. 2 Weeks Notice is my absolute favorite movie. I think it's pretty spot on. Here are the eyes, which I pulled out a lot of my old makeup for this, which is crazy. This palette is from, I don't even know how, it's at least 10 years old, which is insane. I pulled this out of the way back. This, I don't even know what it's called. It just says Urban Decay. I'm still trying to figure out how to incorporate the soulful side into all of my stuff and into my Instagram account and into my YouTube channel. I really want to start incorporating these calendar sayings into each of my videos. And this is just every day you pull off a piece of paper and it says something different, and it's based off the book You Are a Badass, which I love because my alter ego is such a badass. I just call her a badass bitch, like, all the time. I just love her. And her name's SLK, which is my initials. In case anybody's wondering, creating an alter ego for yourself and becoming that and doing whatever that alter ego or that successful side of yourself would do is kind of how you manifest that successful life. So that's what I've been doing. I call her SLK, but I also say she's a badass bitch. And so this calendar is perfect because it's really me trying to get into that version of myself. So yesterday's was a really good one, and I'm gonna read that one. So it says, forgive yourself. You have screwed up in the past. You will screw up again. Every human is born with the ability to make spectacular mistakes. You are not alone. Screwing up is not your special skill. Get over it. Dragging around guilt and self-criticism is beyond unhealthy and is utterly pointless, not to mention boring. Get clear on this one truth. Guilt, shame, and self-criticism are some of the most destructive forces in your life, which is why forgiving yourself is one of the most powerful. I mean, forgiveness is always key. Forgiving yourself usually opens doors for everything else, especially love in your life. And it's a hard one. We carry that around with us, all of our mistakes and everything that we do every day. But at the end of the day, you're the one living with yourself, and you're the one sleeping with yourself at the end of the night, and you're the one that will have to be with yourself for the rest of your life. So you might as well start loving yourself and figuring out how to forgive yourself for mistakes. I don't care how big or how little. If you're dragging it around, it's really important to sometimes just let that weight off your shoulders, because it's not meant for you to carry around. It's not meant for you to walk this life and just keep it right there. I mean, for me at least, it feels like when I'm carrying something, I'm carrying it on my shoulders, and I don't want to let it go. It's almost like it weighs me down. And so sometimes I do this meditation, or even like some days when I really feel it, I'll start like pushing it off my shoulders, and I start going like this, and I start literally just taking it off. And it's amazing how much better I feel after I do that. Just like literally taking it off your shoulders, and just wherever the stress is in your body, just sending your breath there and releasing it and saying, I don't need this anymore in my life. This is not serving me. I don't want this anymore. This is not for me. Why am I dragging this around? I am no longer going to be doing that. So I did this about probably a year and a half ago, is when the first time I started doing this by myself, and it opened up to so many great things just by me doing that, and me, people I didn't talk to for a certain reason, or something I was afraid to do for whatever reason. I became more selfless, and I reached out to that person I wasn't talking to, or I did that thing that I was scared of. And it really helps you kind of reframe by letting go of the things and forgiving yourself for things that are not meant for you to be carrying in this life forever. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little soul sesh with me. If you want more, please let me know, because I love doing that. I love speaking to you guys about that and helping you on your paths, because I think it's super important. And incorporating that into makeup, because makeup is really, your outer beauty, and I want to incorporate inner and outer together. All right, guys, have a great day, and I hope you enjoy. And here we go. So to start with the eyes, I'm using this Inglot black gel, no, not gel, kohl liner, and I'm going to be using it right on my lash line, working my way upward on the lid. We're using this as a good base for the really dark colors to come. Now taking this normal shader brush, I'm going to be blending out what we just did. There is no extra product on that brush, no shadow. I am just literally buffing out the jagged lines on that liner. We don't want to be buffing it out everywhere. We don't want to be blending it into the eye at all. We're just really concentrating on that outer half of the eye into the middle, and we're just buffing out the lines. Then taking a black shadow and that same exact brush, I am starting to pack the black eyeshadow right over top of what we just did. Now I'm taking that same brush and dipping it into Oil Slick, which is an Urban Decay shadow that has this nice shimmery effect to it, which is exactly what she had at the Oscars. And we're just going to pat that on top as well. This is me super happy that there's no fallout from these shadows because we all know Urban Decay has a ton of fallout. So now I'm dipping a blending brush into Moon Dust from Makeup Geek, which is this nice gray color. Also has a little bit of a shimmer to it. And I'm going to go into the crease, blending that black into the gray, into the crease, just on really the outer half of the eye. Now taking Oil Slick with that exact same brush, I'm going to go ahead and deepen the crease up. Another product I haven't used in a hot minute, this is the Silver Pigment from NYX, and I'm taking this small brush, wetting it with Fix Plus, and just focusing on the inner corner with this, bringing it pretty far out towards my nose and then underneath my lash line as well. I'm taking whatever shimmer is left on that brush and going over the black all over the lid, just because I want to add a little pop to it. And then I'm going to go in with that black fluffy blending brush that we were doing all the work with, and just the lines where the silver and the black meet, we're just buffing that out. Taking a pencil brush, I am using Oil Slick again. This is a brand new brush, very clean. We're going underneath the lash line with this, focusing on the outer corner and then blending inward. Then dipping into Moon Dust, just like we did on the top of the lid, we're going to put that right in the inner half of the eye towards the middle. Now onto brows. She has a very undone brow look, and let's be honest, I just don't have as much brow hair as she does. I wish I could achieve that look. Looks like all they did is really like brush them out and put some pigment on top of them to make them a little darker, but I just don't have it. So this is me taking the darkest eyebrow pencil that I have and trying to create that undone look, which definitely does not look like the look that she does, but I tried my best. Moving on, I'm keeping it simple, going with just a mascara on the top and lower lashes. And I got a little bit on my lid when I was doing this, so I wait for it to dry and I just literally pick it off with my nail. Going in with a Sigma F10 brush and this Hoola bronzer, which is looking really sad these days. I'm going to go ahead and just warm up my face where I would normally contour, but we're not going to contour because she really doesn't do that. And this is a Makeup Geek blush called XOXO and a Spectrum brush A04. And what we're going to do is really focus on the outer part of the face first and then bring it in towards the cheek and, you know, the apples of your cheeks, because this color is so pigmented. And now I'm going to go in with lips. So first I'm using this Buxom Nude Lip Foundation, and I'm going to put that all over first, and then I'm going to top it off with Colored Rain in Butter Love Gloss. And that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.